Hey everyone, Katherine Sabbath here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm making one of my favorite recipes and it's a staple in my kitchen, especially when decorating cakes, and that is Swiss meringue buttercream. Now I love this recipe for a number of reasons. One, the texture is so silky smooth. Two, it's stable and it lasts really well in Australian temperatures in particular. Three, it tastes so good. It just melts in your mouth. It's light and fluffy. It's not overly sweet either, and it's high in protein because of the egg whites. And four, because I've made it so many times, it's really easy for me to make and it's my go-to. So Swiss meringue buttercream, the ingredients we need are sugar, and I use caster sugar. I've got some cold egg whites and some softened butter. Now with my butter, I just take it straight from the fridge, put it in a heat-proof bowl and microwave this for about 30 seconds at a time, mixing in between. And that's my cheats method for softening butter in a hurry. So I would like to add vanilla bean to my recipes. I love the speckling and the flavor of vanilla bean in the meringue buttercream, but you can really add anything and that will just pair so beautifully with the meringue. The Swiss method is basically just heating up the egg whites and the sugar together so that the egg whites are pasteurized. Once the egg whites are pasteurized, that's when we whip them into a meringue with the sugar. Then the butter is added at the end to create the buttercream. If you have carton egg whites, you do not need to pasteurize your eggs because they're already pasteurized for you. The only reason we pasteurize our egg whites is mainly for food safety reasons. So if you're comfortable with raw egg whites, you don't need to pasteurize them and you can pop them straight into the mixer. But I know if you've got some pregnant friends or if you're pregnant yourself or anyone who might be susceptible to food poisoning, might not have a strong gut bacteria, definitely pasteurize your egg whites for safety reasons. So I'll show you how to do the bain-marie method. Basically what that is a pot of gently simmering water and you've got a heat-proof bowl on top, and the ingredients in that bowl are being heated by the water underneath. Now you don't want the water to hit the bowl of the ingredients. To pasteurize the egg whites and the sugar together, the egg whites should come to around 70 degrees. You can use a thermometer for this, but if you don't have one, totally fine. You'll find that the mixture is really warm to the touch and the sugar has completely dissolved, and that should be approximately around 70 degrees. When doing the butter, I like doing this in 2 batches so I don't overfill the mixer at once. I'm adding vanilla bean to this recipe because I think it just pairs really well. Now here we have our finished Swiss meringue buttercream. Just look at how fluffy that is. It just looks like melted marshmallow. It's so fluffy and silky. Not too many air pockets, which is beautiful. And I've just achieved that by mixing at the end for about 5 minutes at a lower speed. And that just simply massages out any air pockets. But the color is beautiful. It's got this really nice sheen to it. You can see the speckles of vanilla bean. It's so easy to frost with. There's absolutely no grains of sugar in it at all. The texture, beautiful. I can keep this at room temperature for about 2 days covered with plastic wrap, or I can just pop this in the fridge covered for about 2 weeks or frozen for around 4 months. I'm going to store this in the fridge for my next creation, and I can't wait to see what you end up making with this beautiful meringue buttercream.